morning and welcome to my very, very messy bathroom. It's been a while. I haven't filmed in over a month, so I thought that I would vlog today. I need to get back into the practice of filming because I really miss it. I've just had a lot of kind of new schedules recently and like new routines that I'm trying to get into. So there's been a lot in the past month and a half that has just been like having to take priority over YouTube. I got highlights in my hair recently. My sister did it for me. It doesn't really look that different right now because my hair is quite dirty, but I love it so much. I'm just about to go to the thrift store. My mom and I both have returns to make, so we're gonna go do that this morning, and then hopefully I can find something to replace the returns with. I am so pro outfit repeating, and so this is just the outfit that I've been obsessed with recently. I wore this yesterday and I'll probably wear it like almost every day for the next 2 weeks. So I have this Zara tank that I thrifted, Old Navy cardigan also thrifted, and then I put that with these green pinstripe shorts that I made like a few years ago. I was gonna get rid of these not too long ago, and I'm really glad I didn't because I love the way they look for summer with just like a really casual tank like this. And I think I need to make some more in just like a million different colors and prints because this is like the comfiest thing to wear for the summer. And then I just have my little plaid. This is from a brand called Lowenhide, I don't know. This is like randomly from a local garden center that has really cute bags. My mom got it for me for Christmas. And then I just have Converse on because I have giant blisters on my feet right now, and these are the only shoes that are not super uncomfortable. Okay, let's go to the thrift store. Ignore the state of my bedroom. Ignore my horrible sunroom. Ignore my horrible sunburn. Quick little thrift haul to show you the two things that I exchanged. So I ended up paying $2 for this. I know I already spent the money to begin with, but since I just swapped it, it makes it feel like this stuff was free because I already forgot about the money that I spent like a week ago. So the first thing I got, these were $11, and it's a set of these really cute rattan like nesting trays, 3 different sizes. I really love these. I don't have anything like this. I have a lot of baskets and I have some trays, but I don't have any like basketware trays like this. I am a firm believer that you can never have too many trays or like anything used to kind of corral a bunch of small stuff. You can never have too many. So I'm excited about these. I think I'm going to use the smaller ones in my bathroom just to kind of like lay out products and stuff. And then this one probably in my bedroom to lay out like candles, flowers, stuff like that. I think it would be really cute with kind of more like decorative stuff on it. And then the next thing I got, this was $14.50, so kind of a splurge for me. It's a single duvet cover. It's cotton and it's this really fun, kind of summery, beachy stripe pattern to it. I have a queen bed, but I always have a single duvet layered on top, and so I thought this would be really cute. Like when I make my bed, I usually fold the duvet over like that, so it will be like stripes across like this on the foot of my bed. I think will be really pretty. I think it's very summery, kind of beachy, like I said, but then I was thinking like I can already picture it. I know it's only July, but some of you I know we're on the same wavelength. Imagine how cute this would be at Christmas time. So cute. So I think it's a pretty universal purchase, and I really like having pops of red in here with the like pastel aqua tones that I have. I like love that pairing together. I don't know if you can really see the print, but the sheet set that I'm using right now is like really dainty red rose pattern. So I think that will look super cute layered together. I'm gonna head to the fabric store right now because I need some inspiration. I have been so lacking any creative energy, any inspiration to do anything. I'm really wanting to have a little bit more color in here. The curtains that I have, they're just like this really pretty like off-white sort of ornate looking like fleur-de-lis pattern. I love them. They're gorgeous. I will use them for more things in the future. And I made them from a bolt of fabric that I got for $20 at a thrift store. So not really a big investment. They've served their purpose very well, but I'm just thinking about replacing them. So I don't know if I'll find anything that I love, but I do want to take the bookcases out of here. So the room I think will feel a little bit more stark. I want to just like strip it down in terms of like the physical things in here a bit more for summer, because it's starting to feel very like closed in the heat, and I have so many trees around my windows that it's so dark in here. I want to just like lighten it up. I want it to feel more like breezy. So those will go, which I think will allow for more visual space to have something a little bit more colorful on the walls. So I want to go to the fabric store now and just see what I find. I'm finally starting to feel a little bit more inspired. So let's see if we can find anything. What did I expect, guys? There was nothing good at the fabric store. I haven't found anything like that inspiring at my local fabric store in a really long time. It's just, I don't know, the kind of fabrics that I want, that I imagine in my head, just aren't out there. But I did find one really cute like canvas material that I had looked at a couple months ago, and it's still haunting me. It's this really punchy hot pink, sort of like bubblegum pink, which I really like. I feel like you don't see that color very often. I want to do some sort of window treatment in my bathroom because I'm painting my bathroom one last time. When I say one last time before I move out of this house. This is a rental house. In the next little while, I'm hoping to be moving. That means undoing all of the DIYs that I've done. So bringing this back to like something neutral. I need something lighter anyways, so for the time being, whenever I can get it done, I get it done. But that needs to happen before I move. So then the other problem that I had in my bathroom was that if you are familiar with this space, I previously had a curtain. Sorry, this is so messy. I had a curtain that went all the way up to the ceiling and came to here so that it covered up the shower, because I just think that's so ugly. And then it fell over the other day because when do I ever install anything properly? It was a like pretty oversized tan and white gingham, which I really like, but I think if I'm gonna go for something more neutral on the walls, I'm gonna want not as much like beige and tan in here. If I'm gonna add anything neutral in, I want it to be white, not more tan, because I find that that look, when you do like a lot of tans, creams, and beiges, if you are really, really intentional, it can work beautifully, but I am not really, really intentional, so I think it would just look kind of like muddied. So what I think I'm gonna do instead is pop up, I have a bunch of like white netting material, kind of shears from IKEA, and I think I'm just going to pop those up there because they're really lightweight, so that doesn't risk them falling over again. It will also let a lot more light into the shower, which will be nice. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to continue what I was doing yesterday, which was finally making some freaking updates in my space. I fully, well, not fully, just surface level, I kind of gutted my bathroom and I made it super, super cute. I really, really love it. I am gonna paint soon, not today. The other thing that I might do, speaking of lightening things up, is take these bookcases out of here. They're too dark, they're too cluttered. I do actually have a lot of pops of red in here, but I got this new duvet cover yesterday, and you can see here, it's a really pretty stripe and I really like it for summer and just as something like a little bit more unexpected, because some of my decorating can be a little bit feminine. So I like this, that it's just like more simple. It's not like flowery or anything like that. But I do feel that this red matching with the red bookcases, like it's starting to kind of a little bit feel like a little boy's bedroom, and I'm not about that because I'm a 26-year-old woman. So we need to figure that out. It's so interesting with this room. I've lived here for 7 years now, which is a long time to have like a lot of different iterations of a space if you're like me and you need to change everything like every 3 months. It's so funny because I usually like don't like primary colors at all. I don't gravitate towards them, but this room has literally become like the only colors in here are blue, red, and yellow. Almost everything that I like aesthetically have ever like hated a lot, I usually turn around somewhere and start loving it again. And I feel like in my 20s especially, once I got to probably like 23, I was just like, I don't care at all about what anybody else thinks about aesthetics. I just want to like try everything out and see if I like it and mix everything together, and like who cares if it doesn't work, who cares if so and so thinks it looks stupid. I just don't care. I find it really inspiring to like keep changing things up and keep discovering different things about yourself, like style wise. I really enjoy doing that in interiors. I think fashion is another great way to do that, which I'm trying to do more recently. But it does take a conscious effort, I think, to like continue to make like intentional style choices, but also unintentional style choices where you're just like, yeah, let's just try this, whatever, we'll see if we like it. Doesn't really matter. It's not the biggest commitment in the world. If you don't like it, do something else. Because I think that's how you eventually can really create a space that feels 100% like you and not just like a perfectly curated box, you know? I have been so just in a weird place lately because I have mentioned this briefly, I think. I am planning on moving in the next, like, hopefully 6 months. I don't know. Who knows? There's so many logistics with moving, so I don't know if that's gonna actually happen that quickly. And so it's very weird right now for me. Like, I am someone who's like so like grounded in my spaces. I'm such a homebody, but not just because I love being at home, but I love being in control of like creating beauty around me. And I feel so out of sorts when I don't have any sort of outlet for that kind of like desire that I have, especially because like the timeline in my mind, in my boyfriend's mind, we're planning on moving in together. I feel like the timeline just kind of keeps getting pushed back just because of life circumstances and different things. So I feel like we keep thinking like, okay, this is how much longer we have living where we are. And then I stop doing anything, like any sort of updates or whatever. I'll go through phases of like buying things for when we move, and then I get really sad because I'm like, oh, it's not happening anytime soon. And then I stop, and then I go through another phase of like cataloging everything I own for packing and making these huge systems. And then again, I get really sad and I'm like, it's not happening, and then I stop. Right now, I've kind of reached a place of just like peace of whenever we move, it's when we move, and we're just gonna get it done when we get it done. And so all that is to say, if you're like me and you feel very like your self-expression comes through like creating spaces around you, when you know you have to leave somewhere, like, I don't have any desire to do anything new to this space. It's not really out of sadness. It's not out of like, I don't care about anything anymore. Well, a little bit, but but I'm trying to not like frame it that way. It's more just like I'm trying to be pragmatic, and I'm like, I don't want to do anything more that I'm gonna have to undo. But then consequently, like I keep like picturing my life somewhere else, and it's making me really not rooted in where I am right now, and I feel very like floaty and weird. And so I just wanted to say all of this because this has been affecting my content like greatly, because so much of what I do is about creating beauty, and I love talking about that with you guys and sharing the things that I'm doing. And when I get comments that one of you was like inspired by something that I did and then you implemented that in your space, like that makes me so happy. And I've felt so disconnected from that part of myself recently that like I've started to feel a little bit guilty, because I'm like, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to update them on. I don't have anything to change in my space. Like, and so I feel like the past few videos I've done have been a little bit random. I've just been living like a lot more minimized is what it feels like recently, as opposed to the way that I usually live my life. And so yesterday was the first day in so long that I have actually felt like inspired to do anything in my space. And I'm talking anything as in like the most I've been able to do is like put a little thing of flowers in my bathroom every few weeks. Like, and that's weird for me. Very weird. Like, probably for the first time in my life have I just been feeling like so dead creatively. And in so many different realms as well, not just in interiors. So yesterday, as a discipline, I just started moving things around. I actually allowed myself to buy a few homewares at the thrift store, which I haven't been doing because I'm trying to like cut back on stuff for moving, which is another thing. Like, I'm just getting rid of like everything I possibly can that I own. Even if I like the stuff, I'm just like, I want to be light for moving. But again, that's resulting in me feeling like very, very minimized. Is the only word that I can think of to describe the way that I've been feeling. Yesterday, like, I started making the most of this space again, and I'm loving it. I feel so much more myself already, but like, it is such a disciplined thing. Like, you actually sometimes have to discipline yourself to be creative and like force inspiration almost. It's just like a muscle that you have to work. I've worked in my bathroom. That's pretty much completed to the way that I want it to be for now. Super cute. I'm gonna show you all of that. And then bookcases are the next thing. Anyways, that was a 20-minute clip I just filmed. Let's actually start doing things. I've been talking so long, my tea is getting cold. But I'm just putting together like little shelves here and there of books that I kind of want to keep in my room, like whether they're some of my favorite books or books that I want to read coming up and I don't want them like in another room where I'll forget about them, because for me, out of sight is absolutely out of mind. If any of you guys are like book people, I'm sure a lot of people watching have read the ACOTAR series. I got really far into this book, like farther than I would normally like just give up on a book on. I got, well, I won't say anything, I guess, because it might spoil. I know so many people rave about this series and I was loving it. And then the storyline just kind of like dipped for me and I put it down, and I'm just deciding whether I want to continue reading this or not. So basically, if you've read this, I know everyone says that the second book is like so much better. So should I keep reading this? Should I move on and keep reading the series? Will it be worth it? Let me know. More recently, I've just been buying and reading books more based on vibes and whether or not I just think it sounds cool or feels right, as opposed to like books that are super hyped up. And the two books that I've read recently that I like keep thinking about and just loved the feeling that I had while I was reading them have really solidified that I just can't listen to what other people say about books and I need to just strictly go off of feeling. And that first one is A Lullaby for Witches, which I talked about a few vlogs ago when I read this. This is by Hester Fox, and I really want to read more of her books. Both of these authors, actually, I want to read more of their books. And then the other one is A Study for Drowning by Ava Reid. These books gave me very similar feelings. They were like cozy dark, and I love that. I just like thinking about them and I like looking at them. They're pretty together. And so they're going on their own little category on my bookshelf of books that I loved the feeling of. The rain has just started again, pattering away outside. Oh, this is my kind of summer day. I love a beautiful sunny summer day, but like when I get a good gloomy rainy day, I just feel so comforted. What could be better than organizing your books on a rainy day? Nothing. This candle that I'm burning, I've talked about this scent many times, but when I was in Rhode Island, I finally got the candle version of it, and it's Warm Sand from Shore Soap Co. Oh my gosh, the scent is summer. This transports me to just all of the most cozy memories ever. I love it. It smells so amazing. The other candles that I have that I really love, these are all different vibes I feel like, but all scents that I'm obsessed with. This one is probably almost like dueling it out for first place with Warm Sand, and that's Fire Glow by Woolsey's. I've talked about this so many times. I found these on clearance at HomeSense for like $5 each, and I bought like 4 of them because I never wanted to not have this scent. I think this name of this scent specifically is discontinued, but I'm pretty sure they still have something in this fragrance profile, and it might be called Cabin. I could be wrong, but it's patchouli, sandalwood, and frankincense. So if you go on Woolsey's website and you want something like this, which I know you can't smell this, but like, oh my god, it's very earthy, kind of spicy. This actually smells like really specifically like my aunt. And I love the way she smells. Like, she's always just smelled so distinct and so amazing. Very like aromatic, earthy, spicy, like I'm saying. This candle smells like what she kind of smells like in my mind. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I don't usually like sandalwood, but I love it in this candle. And I like the orange too. I love a little pop of orange. The other one I have here is, ooh, it's so different. I just love smelling things, guys. This is by Beck Sniffs. I don't know, it looks like this. This is a brand that's always at HomeSense. That's where I got it. It's the De-Stress candle, and it's cardamom and rosemary. I don't get either of those in this scent. This smells a lot more like clean and floral to me, but in a really, really warm way, because I don't like fresh scents. Like, not really, unless it's like citrusy, but I'm rarely in the mood for that. I usually want things that are a little bit more like layered and warm. This is so good. I would say that's closer to like the Warm Sand kind of realm. And then the other one that I love that's like really musty, like not musky, but musty, which I know doesn't sound good to probably a lot of people, but someone out there is gonna know what I'm talking about. This is Autumn Sky from, oh, this is from Woolsey's as well. That's why I love it so much. Literally anything that company makes, so good. Like, they, if you, no, I can't say enough good things about them. It's all amazing. Their essential oil blends, amazing. Anyways, this is cinnamon and clove. Again, like, it doesn't actually smell like cinnamon and clove. Oh my gosh, there's like this powdery element to this candle, and I'm not usually a powdery kind of person, but oh my god, I love it. It says it's a cozy, earthy fragrance, and that's exactly what it is. So in this is sandalwood, pine, vanilla, fir, clove, and cinnamon. I actually can't get enough of this candle. I do have a lot of candles, but this is like the section that I've made for my absolute top tier candles. And I specifically put this bookshelf here because any other flat surfaces I have to burn candles in here are so close to fabric, and I don't like doing that because it scares me. And so consequently I don't end up really burning candles that often in my bedroom, and I don't have that many other spaces. So this was made specifically for candles. I really love this little shelf. This is just from the thrift store, but it's the shelves are slanted because they're made specifically for books, which I just think is really fun. So I don't have a choice, I have to put books on here, and it's such a cute little size. This can fit like 20 to 30 books. Like, it's very small and unassuming, but it fits a lot. thought I would give you a few little updates on my bathroom because for the most part it's looking the way that I want it to look. Actually, just looking at you right now, everything behind you I'm not sold on, but all of this is very nicely organized and pleasing to my eye. But first, it's so hot, I actually need to change. That's much better. I think the heat is starting to roll back in. It cooled off finally today with the rain, but it's not sticking around, sadly. So for starters, I have a new curtain up here. These are just shears from IKEA. I had previously a white and like tan cotton gingham fabric that was completely opaque. And so I like that these let a little bit more light into my shower, which is behind here, which is why I have this curtain here, because I don't love freestanding showers. I think they are so ugly. And so we cover her up. But I've completely reorganized this whole cabinet, and I love how satisfying it all looks. I have these two big jars, which I love. This is a really big one, and I have soap bars in here. I love bars of soap. I think they just look so like primitive. That might make me sound like an idiot, but whatever, that's the word that comes to mind. And so I love having them on display in this now because I feel like it looks like an old general store or something when you walk in here. Because this is what general stores looked like, obviously. Then I have this smaller one, which has shampoo bars in it. And then we have this wicker tray, and this is like all of my body moisturizers and oils and that kind of stuff. I've done a couple like in-depth bathroom tours, but if you've never seen my bathroom before, I'll just show you around. We talk about things like enamel scoops on this channel and how important something like this can be to me. And it's very important. This is a really cute little pot scoop thing that I got at an antique store, and I love it. I use this constantly to when I'm cleaning my sink, if I want to like rinse around the edges, if I'm for whatever reason like washing my hair in the sink, when I'm watering plants. I use this all the time and I love it. So it just sits right there and has its perfect little place of honor. We've also organized quite a bit inside here, which I love. I love corralling things into sections. This is all natural skincare that I keep in this cupboard, and then I have a skincare cupboard behind you that has the not so natural stuff. But I try to focus on keeping most of it natural. So that's why I like to have it all in one place. I have cleansers in this really pretty ribbed glass container. I think this is like a fridgeware, is that what you call it? Like old glass. Essentially like Tupperwares before Tupperware was a thing. I love that. Fridge dishes, is that what it's called? Then I have this antique salt container. This I got for so cheap at the antique store because the top of it, the hinges on it broke. So I still have the top if I want to repair it, but I think this was like $4 or something crazy. It can hang on the wall, so I might use this one day in my future kitchen, but for now this is all just like serums and mists and anything like moisturizing for my face. I have a couple face masks back there and another body moisturizer, and then I have my little, you can't see it, but this is a little Dior makeup bag. This I keep like my most everyday makeup, and if it doesn't all fit in this little bag, then I know that I'm going a little bit too over the top, and I have the rest of my makeup in a drawer down there. So this is always just like easily accessible. If I'm going somewhere, I like having all of my essentials in one bag so I don't have to pick them. If I'm going overnight or whatever, I can just take this and I know everything I need is in it and I throw it in my bag. These are probably like the most satisfying little sections. This basket is holding all of my hair products. I'm just so happy that these are all finally in one spot because they've been absolutely wreaking havoc on my bathroom in recent months. And then I have this really cute brass, it's not real brass, but brass-esque pot that has this mushroom engraving on it, which I think is super cute. And this has all of my natural deodorants in it. Down here I put perfumes, and then I have this really cute basket. It has the cutest little like, I don't know what you call this weave, but it's like twisted up. It's so pretty. And I have hairbrushes and clips in there. I got this plant recently. It's an iron cross begonia, and I love it. I love, in terms of houseplants and plants outside, but specifically for houseplants, anything that looks like it like grows underwater. I just love that whole vibe. This looks like the moss in Animal Crossing to me, and so I just love it. And I put it in this really pretty glazed cobalt blue pot, which I love.